Oh man, we got a real fun one today. I want to introduce to you guys this fun little thing that I got from a company called Caroma. And we're gonna do some surf fishing today. We're gonna be throwing the Carolina rig. I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're throwing, how we're throwing it after I show you this. But this is super, super cool. And check this out. I think last year I did a video showing you guys an e-bike, and that's been super cool to have and fish with. But this is an electric scooter. Look how small this is. This fits in the back seat so comfortably and easily. Oh my goodness. Look at this thing. This thing is sweet. And the e-bike was cool, but it is like big and a little bit bulky. But this thing is so small, and I realize it being small is a good thing. It's so much more portable, easy to get around, lighter. We'll talk about some pros and cons. You know, I'll give you my thoughts on this as I actually get around the surf with this. Very, very little installation, so easy to set up. And now all I gotta do is just locks in right there, and I got just this little latch here. Stick it up, turn it around, lock it in, and we're done. We're good to go. Got a key. Go ahead and stick it in the key slot, and then the battery meter lights up. Super simple. And then all you got to do is just throttle to move, and that's it. And it's not a bike. We don't need to fake pedal, act like we're getting exercise or anything like that. You just super stable. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this little basket here. And I have rod holders. I haven't had a chance to install them, but this works perfectly fine. Just keeping the rod right there, and I can scoot around no problem. It's not a hindrance to me at all. We're throwing the Carolina rig today, and we're throwing the Rockaway SP 10 foot, the same thing that I throw Lucky Craft with. Same exact rod, rated 1/2 to 3 ounces, but it's ultra sensitive, and it's actually perfect for Carolina rigging. We got a 3/4 ounce egg sinker and owner barrel swivel size 8. We got 10-pound Opsin Flora carbon leader. We got, I think, a 20 or 30-pound braid. The Akuma Inspira ISX 3000. Love this reel. Same exact setup as the Lucky Craft, guys. And we're running a size 6 Ebby bait holder hook from Owner. And I love this because it's a straight shank hook. And let me show you guys. These are the Owner Ebby bait holder hooks. They're straight shank. So it's a straight shank hook. So that's gonna really allow me to put the swim bait on straight. And I used to use the Owner mosquitoes, which suffice, and I've been using them for years, but honestly, a straight shank is the way to go. And I love the angle of the hook. It's like a little bit snelled, angled in. I feel like it's gonna be very, very helpful for hook sets. And I'm throwing this little creature bait. It's like 1.5 inches or 2 inches at the most, like a little crawdad. And this is through Owner as well. It's called Rockin' Bait. And they got tons of other options. They got the more standard, you can kind of see, and I'll show you guys this. I'll probably throw it on later too. But tons of different options. Rockin' Bait, look out for them. Going to be distributed from Owner. So thank you, Owner Hooks, for your generosity and sharing your goods with me. And now I get to share with you guys. And I'll show you guys more about this too, but I'm throwing these fish bites, and this is bloodworm. And if you've never heard of fish bites, they're very, very popular in the East Coast in Florida. But you just you need scissors, you cut them off into little strips. Really, really great option. I'm gonna throw these later today, and I'll tell you a little bit more about how to use these, but they're heavily scented. Ooh, nasty, but fish will love it. Let's get on the scooter, let's cover some water and make some casts. We have about 2 hours of casting before it gets dark, and hopefully we can pull in some fish. Let's just have some fun. I'm super, super excited. Let's go. And away we go. So this thing is actually rated to go up to 20 miles an hour. And so it doesn't have a speedometer on it, but I'm just full throttling it right now. I don't know if it's going at least 15, maybe 20. But yeah, I mean, we're making real good distance here. One thing for sure, this is such a small bike, and the tires they're technically fat tires, but they're quite skinny because the scooter is so small. And so unless the sand is super, super, super hard, riding this on sand is probably not the best idea. But guess what? We're gonna try later today. I think, we'll see. Definitely for beaches that have like a little walkway like this is perfect. I don't think it has enough power to go up huge hills. Even right now, I'm going up this little slope, and I've slowed down significantly. This is not kind of like your hardcore off-roading. You know, if I want to be fishing trails with big hills and things like that, the e-bike will be better. But just fishing stretches like this where, you know, we have sidewalks or, you know, dirt trails that are solid, this thing is very, very, very convenient. Looking like we got some fishable water, so we're just gonna do our best to cover a lot of ground, and we'll just see how it goes. Like I said, we only have like 2 hours, and throwing the Carolina rig, just want to catch anything that might be willing to bite, and we're just gonna, you know, just see what happens. All right, so I'm obviously not gonna try to ride my bike through this soft sand. It's not gonna ride, I'm just keeping it with me so it doesn't get stolen. But the good thing about this is it's so easy to handle, and I'm just holding the throttle down, and it's really easy to push through even the soft sand. This is really soft sand, and we're scooting along through the sand no problem. So this front area is still too shallow, but if I can get to the edge of the sandbar, there might be some fish starting to creep in, and kind of see what happens. Yeah, see right where the water kind of tussled up, that's the edge of the bar, and it's going to drop off maybe 10 feet beyond that. So we're just going to try to cast out, and it's definitely filled in where little critters can come in and feed up close too, but I think casting a little further out, distance might be a little bit more advantageous where I'm standing now. We'll check out how the structure lays out at other beaches. So we want to cast over that swell, and that 3/4 ounce gives me a pretty decent casting distance. And we're basically on the bar. We're basically on the sandbar right now with that cast. I wasn't able to dump it past it, but if we're fishing the edge of that, close to the drop off, fish could be creeping in, looking for food in that white water as it's tossed around. So we're just gonna kind of move around until we can find some feeding fish. And hopefully we can find something. Yeah, that went past the break. I'm not sure it's gonna stay there, but definitely a little further, and hopefully into some fish zone. The tide's coming in, so the more time passes and the closer we get to sunset, I think the more opportunities we'll have. So right now we're just kind of waiting it out, waiting for the water to fill in a little better. All right, let's move on to the next spot. All right, we're gonna keep moving around here. Kind of look for some deeper pockets that are a little bit more accessible, a little bit more within casting distance. Another pocket here. Looks like there's a decent amount of salad, but nice. Looks really deep right in front of me, and it could be properly filled in even right up close. So just make a nice easy cast and cover this area a little bit. I'm sticking with this crawdad thing. We're here for the love today and just have some fun, test out this scooter. I'm gonna wait for this thing to pass, cast right over it, kind of edge a little closer to that structure, and see if we can find something searching for food. Find the structure, find the fish. Cannot stop. And when you find structure, fish it, make a few casts. If somebody's home, then maybe you were right, or maybe you were just lucky. If nobody's home, then you keep moving on, and you keep doing that as a process of elimination until you find something that's working. All right, this is gonna be our test on if this thing can ride. The sand was pretty firm up here, so this is not working right now, but it is softer where I am. Here we go. We're on the harder portion, see how it goes. I think it's gotta be really hard because I weigh too much. Yeah, I don't think these tires are gonna grab. Let's try. No, too soft. Too soft. That's a bummer. We'll try if we find some firmer sand somewhere else. I was hoping we can ride this over this, but yeah, this isn't gonna work. All right, so it's kind of hard to see, but if you see the white and the white, and right here in the middle is dark, it's a little pocket. It's a little deeper, I think, and I think it might be a rip. It might be going through the sandbar a little bit. Again, just a guess, but if we get bit, there's a good chance that I was guessing right. And that's all reading the beach is just making guesses, educated guesses based on the time you've had on the water. The more time you have on the water, in my opinion, the better your guesses get. All right, so nobody home. A little bit surprised with this structure. It looks so good. So we're gonna put this one away for a little bit, and we're gonna try fish bites. So you got to use scissors and you got to cut those little strips off. So a pro of this is this bait in the middle is mesh, and there's like a little mesh lining. So once you hook this on, it is not going anywhere. You can probably catch 10 fish on this before like this, whatever this thing is made out of, runs out. So it takes a little work to get through the hook. We're just gonna double hook it here. The con to this, I'll show you guys in a little bit, but it's when you want to take it off, it's a pain in the butt, and it's really ooey gooey, and it sticks all over your fingers. So the benefit of it is it's super durable, especially for like a scented synthetic bait. Really cool in that regard. But when it gets wet, it holds its form. Oh, it's a seal, doggone it. It holds its form, but getting it off, man, because that mesh lining works so well. We've got a seal running right through this hole here. Wow, this guy comes right up to shore. He's like right at me. What are you doing? Like looking at me right ashore. You dork. This guy's hungry. He's looking for something, that's for sure. We're at 5:33, so I gotta start moving here. Nothing going on here. My sea rig's getting knocked around. Let's move locations and try again. We're gonna make a longer move here, maybe about a mile down. Yeah, we're just on the hunt, and we're gonna keep going until we run into light. We're not gonna stop until we find the fish, or at the very least, not gonna stop trying. So we'll see what happens here. All right, we got a decent looking hole right here. Another one a little bit to my left, and steadily filling in. Definitely much higher than when I got here like 40 minutes ago. And it's 5:47, and it looks nice and sloped out here. See if we can find some fish. Oh, there's a bite. Got a bite. Woohoo! Eat it, eat it, eat it. It's a small, something small. Huh?
This good?
Try. We'll see.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Big.
Oh, there's a bite right there.
Shark.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just got a bite. Oh, there's a bite. Oh, fish. Fish on. Fish on. Is he still there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
A little yellowfin croaker on the fish bites. All right, little croaker, we'll let him go. But proof that the fish bites work, guys. Woohoo! All right, so fish bites work. And things like, I love the durability of that thing. It's almost like it wasn't even caught. It didn't even catch a fish. It looks the same. Oh, got bit right there again. Missed it. I had a bite. Oh, that was a good bite. Darn it. All right, these fish bites are just Fish bites is definitely attracting attention. Missed a good bite right there. That one felt like a better fish. We'll never know, so we'll cast out again and see if we can get him again. Oh yeah. Oh man. They're stacked right here. Oh yeah, got him. Oh yeah. I think it's a little better one this time. Had my drag pretty tight, but I think it's a little better grade. They might be stacked here, guys. Yeah, a little better croaker. Yep, there he is on the fish bites, guys. And again, this is on the same strip that I caught the first one on. Thanks for letting me catch you, buddy. You can see that mesh white there, but this thing still has that red on it. I'm gonna keep milking it. Let's see if there's a little bit more active school. The way 2 casts and hammered 2 times in a row. So all right guys, we're just about wrapping it up. Last cast here, losing light. Fun day, man. No bad days when you're on the water. Only landed 2, but probably had about 8 to 10 bites. So that's fun for me, man. Just finding and locating fish is what's all. Oh, there's a bite right now. Did I get him? I think he's on there. I think he's on there. Please. It's super small. Yep. Yep. The tiniest yellowfin croaker you ever did see. Oh my goodness. This is smaller than I even thought that it could be, but we'll go and end the session with this, guys. So much fun. Thank you to Caroma for sponsoring this video. If you're interested in checking out that scooter, I'll leave the info in the video description. But we'll do this again. We'll take the scooter out again, cover ground, find fish. And thank you to Fish Bites, Owner Hooks, for all the love. Until the next one, tight lines. Oh yeah. I lied, guys, I'm still fishing. And I got another one. And this one's a better grade. All right, another croaker, still small on the smaller side. We swallowed this one good. It's dark, but the conditions really have kind of improved. It's allowing me to keep my line in the water a little longer. We're gonna keep making a few casts.